In this episode, you'll only hear two stories about car accidents because Kim is perfect and never makes mistakes. Lori airs her discomfort about a certain Michael Jackson video, as well as a Looney Tunes character who tried to make assault look endearing. Also, Lori believes she's from the year 3000 AD. Kim has magical powers she'd like to use only occasionally, and Terri is stymied by simple home improvements. Welcome to Generation Artax.
Are you ready for us? Come on, Kim. I'm interviewing you. Everybody knows I am the star of this show. Have we see?
Hi. Welcome to Generation Artax. I'm Terri. I'm the oldest, and I've had kind of a meh day. I'm just meh today. Hopefully, I'll perk up.
Make for a great podcast.
Okay. Yeah, great.
Okay. I'm Kim.
Let me do it again. I'm Terri, and I'm the oldest, and I have recurring nightmares that a huge wave is engulfing me.
Cool.
Great.
Do you actually have nightmares that it happens?
Yes,
you
and
actually
I
have
look up,
recurring
and it's a huge towering wave. It happens again and again.
Recurring dreams.
Wow. I'm Kim. I'm the middle. And listen, I am wearing my San Diego sweatshirt. Listen here. I'm wearing my San Diego sweatshirt. And every time I wear this, I think about my amazing glory days when I lived in San Diego with Joe. And we lived out there with friends from college, Anthony and Carrie and Megan and her now husband, Mike. Anthony and Carrie are super fans of the pod.
Oh, that's nice.
We should shout out because we have just a small group. We can name all our fans.
We can name all 20 listeners.
all of our biggest fans. No, yeah. Anthony and Carrie, they're such good supporters. Anthony and Joe were roommates all through college. So that means me and Anthony were also roommates, and Carrie senior year when they started dating. But they're super fans, and I appreciate it. And those were some good times when we all lived in San Diego together.
If you want to get a shout out, just leave us some love. We always look at the comments. Maybe we can give you shout outs too.
Yeah. We always look and reread the same ones that have been there.
Yeah, we reread. We know them by heart.
I'm Lori. I'm the youngest. I had a very productive day, but that's not very interesting. I have lots of different things I want to talk about, though.
Okay.
Before we even get to journal entries, because I've been thinking about them. I'll bring one up right now.
Great.
Hold on.
Good idea.
So I sent you guys that clip of that amazing, I don't know who this guy, I wish I knew his name, the comedian, but honestly, if you look up comedian, stand-up, and Looney Tunes, you will find it. Like, it's hilarious. The only thing that shows up. Did you watch it, Terri?
No.
Joe and I were laughing about it. It was really funny.
Oh my God. I sent it to Cordy. I was like, this is so hilarious. It's just talking about all the Looney Tunes characters. And like, we think of Looney Tunes and we're like, oh, they would blow each other up. But like, really, there was so much more to it that was like totally not acceptable. And I also saw another one of those Rob Anderson things. And they both had the same thing, which were things that we watched when we were younger that were supposed to be cute or funny or just harmless, that like really deeply upset me. And felt inappropriate. And they are now, if you look back at it. And one was from Looney Tunes and the other one was a Michael Jackson video specifically. And I love Michael Jackson videos, but here's the other weird thing. I fucking love this Michael Jackson song, but The Way You Make Me Feel, the way you make me feel, right? Love that song. But the video is running through the streets at night with Michael stalking her down.
I thought
you don't remember this video?
I thought he was like, boop, like popping out a doorway.
Yeah. She's like literally running.
They're not flirting and she's not laughing?
There's one point, but like that it seems okay. She's like kind of looks like she's like in shit, looking at them all. Because then these men in an alleyway surround her.
Oh my God.
Yes. And Michael's singing, but they're all gesturing and she's like kind of telling them off.
Yeah. And like that's a nightmare right there.
That's a nightmare.
But the whole video is her running through dark alleyways. And every time she turns around, he's like behind her, like singing. One point she falls into the back of a car and then he crawls in after her. And then she runs out the other side of the car. And at that point, she starts running and then she looks back and is laughing. But it's like the end of the video. And I very distinctly remember that moment being like, oh, okay, she's laughing. Because the whole video
You're like,
is something I would I'm genuinely afraid of.
But did you think that when you watched it when you were little?
Yes. I don't.
You were afraid of it then too.
I really don't think anyone could have looked at it differently. It was a woman by herself at night running down alleys while Michael and a gang of men were chasing her.
It's fucking terrifying.
I don't think there was any other way to interpret it. And then the other one, which I felt a lot younger, precursor to the Michael Jackson video, was Pepe Le Pew.
Yes. Very problematic.
Very.
Yeah, he's, just all he's famous for is sexual assault. And there's that whole, I don't even remember many scenes of him. I only remember the one of him and this one cat that he got attracted to because a thing of white paint fell on her. Yeah. So it went down her back and he goes, oh, this is a female skunk. And he's like all over, she doesn't talk. And thinking back to it, she's constantly pushing this on him. He's like, you're so beautiful in his French accent. And it's really, she's almost okay with it in the beginning until she smells him, like the green smoke, right, of his scent. And so I think it's less supposed to be about, I don't want this attention, and more like, oh my God, he smells and I want to get away from him. But he's all over her. And I distinctly remember like being
getting
really
the ick. You
out.
were like,
And the only reason I'm okay is because at the end of it, a bucket of blue paint lands on him and coats him, and maybe it, I don't know, covers his butt or something, and he stops smelling, but he also doesn't look like a skunk. And then a bucket of water falls on her, which does nothing but make her look unattractive. And then all of a sudden she thinks he's hot and he thinks that she's ugly. And then she's sneezing because she I don't know.
So now she's unattractive.
Now she's unattractive and he doesn't want her. And then the episode ends with him running away from her and her chasing after him. So I felt less.
But
is
that's
a different
not
kind of
either.
No,
it's not great either. If you look
it's all bad. It's all bad messages.
It's all bad. It's all bad. And my problem is, number one, yes, it makes us uncomfortable, but it taught an entire, generation of boys. This is how it goes. Like you it's okay. It just makes it all okay. And when you guys do that and they get in trouble, they're like, but I don't understand. This is what I've been told. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. But the Rob Anderson of talking about the Michael Jackson video is like really hilarious. He's like, what is this?
Yeah, that's really bad. But I remember thinking she was so pretty and I loved
She's
her
so
hair,
pretty.
And I loved the song.
Her hair. And I do love the song.
I love
I know, but you show those videos to a Gen Z kid and they're like, what?
Yeah, right. You can't get away with that anymore. Can you imagine pitching the idea? Yeah. What's the idea of the video? Well, basically I just stalk her down an alley.
Yeah, what did they like? What was that room where they were sitting and talking about it? But all those videos they're always like, man, so Gen bad. X were like fucking crazy. Like the songs, like she's just 16 years old. Leave her alone. It's so bad.
So bad.
And it's so scary. I saw someone reenact it on TikTok. He's like in the window and she's like a 16-year-old in her bed, like reading a book. This old man is like, I'll pick you up. So terrifying.
So bad.
I know.
Yuck.
Those are the things I was ruminating about. Ruminating on.
Okay. Let's just say this didn't disturb me, but it did put me toward the wrong aspiration. Like we've talked a lot about Grease 1 and Grease 2 and how like you have to be bad to be appealing, right? You have to be a bad girl, bad boy. Well, I loved the ZZ Top Legs video.
Oh my God.
Because it was like this nerdy girl and they basically like kidnap her from the shoe store. They're like, you're a
girls do though.
She's bad at her job. She's falling all over, pushing her glasses up. She's tripping. She's really bad at her job. And they're like, I forget how she gets taken away, but she gets basically abducted for her glow up. And then they make her a huge slut. And they're like, see, now you've got everything under control. Now you have power because of sexuality. That's it. But I remember thinking, I look like the before. I look like the before girl. Like, because, they're trying to, she was, of course, a beautiful girl, but they're like, with the bi-level hair and the glasses. And I was like, that's me. And then I remember thinking, oh, I wish someone would come and like make me hot and make me beautiful. Like, what do I have to do to become like really cool and like hot?
I thought her outfit, I can't picture it perfectly, but I remember thinking that outfit's so awesome at the end. There was a lot of pastel and pumps, obviously, because it's about legs.
They're in a strip mall and she's dropping things and she just feels like out of control of her life until she becomes hot. And that was the message.
Terri, do you have something to read?
Yes, I do.
Something to share with the class?
I do.
Okay.
In this one, November 17th, 1990, I am a senior in high school. Okay. And I just got my license I got my driver's license a month before. And in this particular entry, I include a weather update. Cold, rainy Saturday afternoon.
Okay. Good time to write in your journal.
Yep. 17 on the 17th, a perfect spot to pick up. Because I had just turned 17. By this time, I have already, now it sounds like I'm reading a screenplay. By this moment in the scene, I have already gotten my license, driven a couple 100 miles, and just yesterday got in my first Fender Bender.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Weren't you with me?
It was just a Bender.
I think you were with me, weren't you?
I think I was.
On Morris Ave in Summit at 8:05 a.m., a woman stopped short ahead of me, and I couldn't stop soon enough. Needless to say, her boxy black Volvo is practically unscathed, and my Nissan Maxima is blinded in the right headlight with pieces of it all over and in need of a whole new grill with over $2,000 worth of damage.
Damn.
In
1990, that's a good amount.
That's a good
woman. It's a lot now. The woman, either undergoing shock or innately strange, smiled queerly as she approached me, asked me how I was, and proceeded to introduce me to her 5-year-old daughter. Ooh. Anyhow, we parked in front of Oratory Prep. Okay, so this is a boys' school.
I was there.
I'm going to be late for school. We're now parked in front of, I'm like shaking because, I mean, it's always scary, but it was my first time.
Right.
We parked in front of Oratory, whose students played as the Peanut Gallery during the entire event. I hate Oratory.
Oh, Meg's son goes there now.
What?
Really? Oh, really? You went to Oratory, huh?
Freshman, yeah.
Despite this frustrating occurrence, I am a very good, cautious driver. Even the lady who gave me my license commended me. Although this accident was unavoidable, being the new and inexperienced driver, I take all the blame. Everyone gives it to me, at least.
I mean, you probably didn't have enough of a distance.
Oh. Yeah, I'm sure it was avoidable.
You know that road, Morris Ave into Summit, bumper to bumper, you go over the bridge. It would go and stop, and it's like one false move, and you've hit someone.
Yeah, but a new driver should keep more of a distance.
Yeah, probably.
And not be bumper to bumper. But yeah.
It was just upsetting. Like, you finally feel like you have this lease on life, and you bump into someone and you feel like it is your fault if you're behind them. And I just remember being like, oh my God, I'm going to be in trouble. Like, I didn't know what would happen. What's going to happen? I'm going to get grounded. Accidents happen. Right. But you were there. Do you remember that?
I do. And I remember being like, ooh, but but I wasn't like scared because I wasn't the one driving, like I kind of was like, oh boy, this is
but the minute you hit
in our morning.
So upsetting.
That sound is horrible.
It's a horrible sound. I don't know why they don't make cars out of things that wouldn't do that so easily. Like, you think they're strong, but they just buckle under that. But it was upsetting. And then you don't have your car. Like, I remember that being like, all right, well, that is a rite of passage. The first time you do something wrong in the adult world, you're playing in an adult playing field now. You're on the street. Yeah. It's not a kid thing.
Right. It's a sad story. I'm sorry about that.
Because you have to call your mom and tell her, don't worry. Like, she's going to be worried. And so then, Dad's going to be like, like, you know what I mean? Like, make a big.
How did you even call? Do you remember? Like,
you don't.
I went inside the school, I think. I had to use a payphone.
You went into the all boys school?
I think I must have, because I remember going
such a damsel in distress.
Because what do you do?
You must have. There was nobody had a phone otherwise.
Like, what do you do? Like, leave your car in the street, you're gonna run it like
no. I didn't go in. I don't have that memory. I must have stayed with the car. I was like, you go ahead.
You must have stayed with the car. Yeah.
But it was drivable. So it's not like the car got towed. It was drivable. So we continued on to school. You might not have called mom till we got to
no, I for sure called home. Are you kidding?
Oh, you did?
Like, you had to call the police and all that.
Yeah,
and
the police
so you have to call mom because you probably didn't know to like get.
There's no way
your registration and blah blah blah.
There's no way I'm going to go through that without calling mom.
You don't remember the conversation though?
I was like, I hit someone. Okay. I'm sure she did not fly off the handle. She always handled that stuff you know?
Yeah.
Hey, it's Terri from Generation Artax. And listen, I love a good story. Who doesn't? If you didn't, you wouldn't bother with books, TV, movies, or even podcasts. We love listening to stories, but there's also something really powerful about writing your own. You may see yourself as a reader or a listener, and maybe you wouldn't dare call yourself a writer. But here's the truth. If you can read, you can write. If there's something you would love to write, share, or get out there, there is no better or safer place to do it than this little program I run called the New Rules Studio, or Studio for short. It's a live, virtual, real-time writing space led by certified instructors where you get to explore your own ideas, your own creativity, memories, stories without judgment or criticism.
La 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 la.
Well, because when I got into a pretty bad accident. I have the picture somewhere in the Subaru
on Route
Legacy,
10.
I believe. On Route 10, where it was like a circle. What is that? What was
Rotary.
that? I was on the way home from Livingston Mall. And, you know, you have to go around the rotary. It's pretty big intersection.
Yeah.
I was going straight and it was probably yellow. And the woman in front of me who should have gone around the rotary to go left cut in front of my car. You're not allowed to make a left there. It's straight or go around the rotary. Right.
Oh.
And she turned left into it. And there are signs everywhere. No left turn, straight, you know, arrows pointing straight on the road, everything. So she turned and I nailed her car.
Oof.
And I went up and over onto the grass thing. I hit the sign that was like bent forever, like years.
You bent it, and it stayed bent.
That's my car that was bent it, right?
Oh wow!
I remember the picture. Why do you have a picture of it?
We went to the lot to see it. I don't know. Later, Brian and I went like to the lot, and he took a picture of me, like drowning next to it because it was like all crunched.
Yeah,
it was like that. It was total
scary. That's a way worse accident.
Oh yeah, no, the airbag went off, and then you're not used to the airbag, right? So like the seatbelt gave me like a welt across my chest, and it's all smoky, and you don't know if the car's on fire. You have no idea what's going on, right?
Oh God!
I got out, and I remember a woman got out, and I remember I said, "I was like, is everybody okay?" And she starts screaming, "The baby!" And like I'm like, "Oh my God!" Like as though I hit a baby in the back of her seat. She's like, "The baby," and then runs to the back of a car, opens it up, and it's like totally not a baby. It's like a young kid. And I remember being like, it's not a baby. And actually the first thing she said was, "I had green." It was the first thing she said when I said, "Is everyone okay?" And then she's like, "Oh, the baby." And they came out and the kid was fine. So the cops come. I distinctly remember they were young and very good looking, strapping, like music video cops.
Oh
right.
My God.
And I'm all like,
there's something about the uniform, I'll tell you.
I was, all the emotions. I was scared. I was like, whatever. I wasn't hurt, but I was just like really confused. And I remember watching the cops talk to the other woman and pointing to the sign that said no left turn, pointing to the arrows in the road that said straight only, gesturing like the rotary, like you did it. So she was totally it was her fault.
She was 100%
but I can't remember
wrong.
New Jersey was a no fault state anyway, or I didn't handle that obviously. But I called mom. I had a cell phone in the car. It was like a car phone that you use in an emergency kind of thing. So this
only in the
later,
car.
I was
right.
So I call
car phone.
And I go, I was like screaming and crying. And then she goes, stop. She goes, "Where are you?" And when she tells me this story later, because she had no idea which of us I was, because I was just screaming. And
oh my God. So she's like, "Are you in the state?"
Yeah, like
what is your name?
Was I gonna say Com Ave? Was I gonna say
you're like, I'm in Boston.
Yeah, and she just goes, "Stop, tell me where you are." And I was like, "Oh, the rotary, like whatever, Route 10." And she's like, "Okay." And she goes, "Listen to me. Do not worry about the car." These are all quote, like word for word. And I was like, "But it's really bad. It's like crunched under and there's smoke and the airbag went off." She's like, "Don't worry about the car." And I was like, "Okay." And she's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah." I have no idea what happened after that. I don't know if she came. She had to come get me. The car was not drivable. But you know what I mean? But I don't remember that part at all. I remember, I think I was supposed to work that night at Ruby Tuesdays, and I was a bus girl. Sometimes I was a hostess, sometimes it was a bus gal. But I had a welt across my chest, and it was sore. I actually was kind of sore, and I think I called, and then I asked mom to talk to the manager to be like, she really wasn't an accident. She can't come in today. But anyway, that was my car accident.
I mean, I'm just so glad she said that, because you are like, you have a very expensive piece of equipment. It has whoever's fault it is, it has gone a very total wrong. And it's so upsetting. And it's so upsetting enough on your nervous system to have just been basically could have been killed, that she does have a way to cut through. And that critical moment mattered.
Yeah, when you're the mom, you certainly do not care about the car, though. And that's like Lori's perspective. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, think about your kids. What if someone rear ends and be like, wait, what's wrong? No, I'm fine. It's like, that is all you need to know. That's what insurance is for.
Right.
But you roll over a fucking bound, like like whenever you go off the rails, when you're like not ready to be, I think that's
disturbing.
It's the most upsetting. It's the most
I could see it. And it's in slow motion, but it was also really fast. And you're like, it's so easy. It sounds like such a big thing, but you're like, no, the cards just collide. And then it makes that sound
every second.
Oh, my ears were ringing too. I remember that.
Ooh, because you just got punched in the chest.
I did get punched in the chest.
I've never had that experience, knock on wood, I don't want it, of a airbag going off in your face. Does it hit your face?
You don't remember it. I don't remember it.
So fast.
I remember being like, oh, I'm going to hit it. Like, cause like I saw, like I was going pretty fast. And when I saw her cut across, I was like, I'm going to hit that car. And then
there's nothing
next
you can
thing
do.
I know, you just feel this. And then next thing I know, I was on the grass. The sign was crooked, and there was smoke. And
what do you mean on the grass? Oh, the car wasn't sideways. It was your car. But was grass. Okay.
There was grass in the area where the road wasn't, right? Where the signs are. And so I was up over the curb and on the grass in the sign, and I don't remember the airbag going off.
Really?
I just remember the powder from it, because it goes off and then completely deflates right away. Otherwise, you'd suffocate.
Oh, true.
Yeah, because if the point it goes into your face so that you don't
just
hit
the
wheel.
second.
But then if it stayed like that, you would suck it in and die. Like you would. Yeah. So it immediately deflates.
Get stuck under it.
Yeah.
Do you happen to remember if you were wearing glasses? That is always my concern.
I did not have glasses on.
Because what happens when it hits your glasses?
Breaks them, probably.
Yeah, but then the glasses break your face. Like I guess the alternative is.
I guess I don't know, if like someone hit you in the face with a pillow, would it like crack the glass?
I just think it's wild that you don't remember, and that's such a really scary thing.
I feel like most people
that is terrifying.
It happens really, really fast.
You know what's funny? Really good defensive driver, and I don't have an accident story.
You don't have one?
That's good.
Never been?
Well, I was probably going too fast.
Nope.
That's called luck.
No, it's probably not luck. I bet if I had
anything could happen.
I'm sure I accelerated through the yellow, and if I didn't, I wouldn't have hit her.
And I hit the person in front of me, but I'm just saying, anyone of us could at any second. How many people have been a drunk driver just come barreling through and kill you? I mean, like we take our life in our hands every time. I think they say the most dangerous thing you can do in New York City is cross the street. But even beyond that, you have this idea that on the sidewalk you're safe. This is such a fallacy. Like we think, oh, I'm on this sidewalk. A car can't come up here. It's like, are you kidding? Like it's wild.
You're not
that we
safe
think that
sitting in a coffee shop, a car can come barreling through. Like
no, I don't think anyone thinks that they're safe. I think I think that I am
oblivious on the sidewalk. And I'm like, well, car's over there, and it's not gonna. I don't actually think a car's gonna hit me.
No,
yeah, but you can't live that way. Yeah,
right.
You can't live that way, but. How terrifying. I do know a woman who was sitting there having coffee on a little bench on the sidewalk in Manhattan, and a fucking van came through and just hit her and broke every bone in her body. It took her years to recover, but it was like, you're just sitting there having a coffee, and before you can react, anyway, it's very scary. I hope that anyone listening to this podcast has both hands on the wheel. Don't be texting.
Defensive driving.
Commercials.
Keep a big distance.
Listen to them. Well, how was that going to be? What was that for you? Like for Kim, when your kid first got his license, first time.
Well, he got into it. He got into an accident. He was sitting at a stop sign, and a kid rammed into him from behind, totaled his car.
And that's really nothing you could have done.
No, poor Mason.
No, but he handled it beautifully.
Well, he handles it.
He called me right away, and then I could hear like the what's it called, OnStar in his car going, "Are you okay?" I'm like, Mason, tell him you're okay.
Seriously?
And then Yeah. And they were like, do you need us to call medical assistance? And I was like, do you? And he's like, no. But he was wearing flip-flops and it shot his flip-flops off his feet.
That's why they do
That is unbelievable.
That's why you're not supposed to wear flip-flops. That's why you're not supposed to wear flip-flops.
Your shoes fly off? And was that a person asking him that, or is that like a recording?
I think it was a person. No,
I
it was
think
a
it's
person. It was a person because he was like, no, I'm okay. And then they're like, okay, we'll call the police.
Wow.
And then he pulled over to a side road and then, I could see exactly where he was. So I was like, Joe and I were there.
That's helpful.
It's very helpful. So Joe and I were there. That's why I tell Kenzie, I don't need to track you, especially when you're in college. But for safety reasons, I want to be able to get to you because especially since that happened, with Mace.
Right.
I want to be able to get to you if you ever need something.
Your Apple Watch apparently does the same thing. If something happens like that, it's like, you in an accident?
Emergency. I think you have to set it up or something.
You have to set it up. But anyway, Lori.
I had so I have a main entry, but this one is just one sentence I want to read because it's funny and I wish I knew this had existed because Kim, didn't you read like a whole thing with Terri going away from school and the letters back and forth and everything? Yeah. This is the only comment I have about that.
When Terri went away to college?
Yeah.
For me,
okay. You were what?
August 21st, 1992.
Yeah. Nope. I went away to college in 1991.
Oh, all right.
So she was going then sophomore year.
Oh, I was just leaving. I was just leaving.
So you cared even less.
You cared
so
even less.
I cared even less.
Yeah.
It was a whole entry about unrelated stuff. And then the one sentence at the end was, Terri left for college. I'll see her soon, though.
Well, yeah, by the way,
I thought it was her first year, so I thought that would have been funnier.
Yeah, but my second year, you took my shirt and you were like, "Oh, sorry," and you didn't give it back.
Lori, I was always like, I
accidentally got too high.
I know, but it's weird that you weren't planning to be there to say goodbye to me when I left.
She was really hungover.
Maybe I was planning because I was planning on giving you the shirt back. I was planning on giving you the shirt back. I couldn't because I got drugged.
I think you owe me a shirt.
Really. So I thought this was interesting. This is February 23rd, 1992.
We have to figure out how old you are.
Well, I'm 19.
92. I'm about to turn 13.
Yeah, I'm in 10th grade. So you are in 7th.
Yeah, but I'm almost exactly Graham's age.
Okay.
At this point. Sometimes I think I was born in between two of the lives I was supposed to live. I was born too late. I should have been in the times of purity and innocence and cute fun of little boppers of the 50s. I was born too early because of the psychic powers and energy I am positive I have. It's more like I was born in the wrong century. I come from 3000 instead of 1979. I always believe that if I concentrate hard enough, I can change my past. I know I'm weird, but these feelings just create my unique and exotic personality.
Wow.
We didn't talk about that stuff then. We didn't talk about that stuff.
We didn't talk about that. What do you mean? You're from 3000 BC? Or you were
AD.
For 3000 AD. Okay. So you're a time traveler? This makes so much, everything's starting to make sense now.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry that you're stuck in the century.
I also don't think we ever talked about having energy. I don't ever remember.
Nope.
We, talking about psychic powers and superpowers and all those are terms.
We talked about that.
But we definitely never talked about like frequency or energy. So the fact that I was like, oh, I have this energy from the future where I can alter the past, my own past.
Well, maybe you are.
And it's like, oh, well, you can.
You're reliving your past now. They say if you
talk
to your past self, you might be able to change what happened. I think that's wild, but
yeah. No, and then I just like immediately, and I know this isn't like I put it down and picked it back up later. I just immediately started talking about daydreaming about a boy. Like I didn't just talk about something.
Like, anyway, as I was saying to Gary.
But also you're too old. You're not like a 3-year-old who's remembering your past life. You're too old. You definitely forgot your last life, but you really are like tuned into what's really up.
I'm interested to see if any other entries turn up about stuff like that. Because did you remember you'd written that when you found it where you're like, oh, here's this?
Well, I always wanted to have powers and thought I did. And, I was always trying to control the storms and stuff. But
no, but did you remember this entry? Or did you come upon it and go, wow? Or are you like, I remember when I thought this? That you were from 3000?
I don't remember this specific thing.
Very
I mean,
specific.
Wow.
It's like, it's not like I do remember always feeling like I wasn't born exactly in the right time.
She's like, I remember when I was born on the planet Ra. I miss it. I'm going back.
It's sad because I spell psychic wrong. And then I also see that like at some other point I tried to spell it and I couldn't get it right there either.
You spelled it physic?
I'm like, one way I spelled it was PSCHIC. There's no Y at all.
Okay.
Sick.
And then the other one was PSHYCIC.
Oof. Okay. You're getting there. That's a hard one. That's a tough one.
It's hard. It's hard. She couldn't spell diarrhea either.
And she's like, I haven't learned to spell in this lifetime, even though on the planet Ra, I rule all.
I know.
Yeah, but also they speak telepathically. They don't need to.
They don't
need
spelling.
To spell psychic.
This
so archaic
of language is so.
Yeah. I also struggle with penicillin, and I'm allergic to penicillin. So every time I have to write it down, I'm like, ugh, this word again.
Why don't you learn it? Write it 100 times on a piece of paper.
Wait, you're allergic
and
to
I think you can sound it out too. I don't know why it's.
Do you know that? Did you know she was allergic to penicillin?
Yeah.
That's really serious. It's very important to know. I'm not allergic to any medicines. And I'm always like, am I? I'm always like double checking.
I need to recheck. I read something once saying all these people think they're allergic to penicillin because of their first reaction when they were an infant, which is what happened with me. And but then they're not. You know, you kind of like develop out of it. And it's annoying because when you get strep, the best thing for it is penicillin. And so they have other stuff they can give you, but they're always like, well, maybe you should find out if you're actually allergic to penicillin.
I mean, do that. Penicillin saves lives. I think penicillin, it would be good to know.
Go to an allergist.
I know, but I'm 47 and I've lived without penicillin so far. And so it hasn't been.
Yeah, but it would be so powerful for you because you've never used it.
And then I never have to
really work.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not we're talking about like, I'm allergic to.
That's true. I have no built up immunity to penicillin. Yeah.
From someone on the list. For someone whose life was saved by antibiotics, like antibiotics saved my life. I would not be.
I'm not allergic to all antibiotics. There's other things to take.
I know, but I'm just saying.
Okay.
Okay. Time traveler.
Who has an unrelated?
We're talking a lot today.
Do you think, Kim, on any level, you were a time traveler? Did you ever have that feeling?
Or psychic ability or energy? Spelled any way you want.
I think I have psychic energy powers for sure, but I don't have, but not like necessarily more than anybody else. I think we all just don't know how much power we have. But I don't, no, I think I've lived many, many lives, but I don't think I'm stuck in the wrong place. I think I'm right where I need to be.
Do you think you've had many lives, many masters?
Yes, I do.
Yes. I bet she does.
Yep.
I am opposed to the word master. Let's not get too caught up in that.
That's Lori, not what they meant in that.
I know.
No.
I'm just saying.
I mean, they were their own masters.
We know you've heard Generation Artax, but are you subscribed? Hit the follow button wherever you listen to podcasts. That's one less thing to worry about and one more thing to look forward to. We'd love to keep this show going, and you can help. Please rate and review. Thanks.
La, 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 la.
And now for a segment we call Unrelated, where one of us asks a question unrelated to everything else we've been talking about, and the rest answer them.
Okay.
Okay.
And we talk back.
And then they talk. And then I listen.
And then I'll talk too.
And then someone else talk. Okay. So I had phrased it. If you could learn 3 things Matrix style. Now, Kim, you still haven't watched Matrix yet?
I did.
Just the first one?
Correct.
Okay.
But you know what it is, to download something immediately.
You can download something. And so you can instantly become, not a genius, but maybe. Okay. So if you could like basically download information, 3 things, what would they be?
That's a good one. What would you want to know how to do?
Right. So it's not superpowers or things like that.
It's skills. We're gonna learn. Yeah.
Skills.
All right. Well, one for sure, which is I think what humanity is moving towards from what we are learning, is to understand how frequency heals everything. So, but a lot of people aren't tuned into this. See what I'm saying? See what I did there? Just the idea that sound therapy and frequency therapy can actually heal anything, because you you just need to be in the, okay, let's say I have a horrible migraine. Yes, Imitrex works great. But if I could be surrounded by a certain frequency or sound that could put my head in the frequency that does not have the migraine, then it heals it. So I understand. I can't explain it myself, but I do understand how we are clearly moving towards that. And I would like to be downloaded with all of that. Not to have to teach people, because that's annoying, but I want to know it and I want to be able to use it.
Just like not to spread knowledge, but just to keep it
to people I care about. But I don't want to go and give talks. I don't want to give a TED talk about it.
I thought you were going to say something like, I'd love to be able to play the piano.
I could if I wanted to. I can learn how to play the piano.
I thought it was about, it wasn't, okay. I didn't know this was about incomprehensible, unknowable things that I wish I had access to. I thought it was a skill people have that I don't want to take 20 years to learn. I wish I could just learn.
But that is a skill that people have and that people know about.
It wasn't
you could learn about it.
Right. It wasn't things it wasn't things right.
You can't be like, I wish I could learn to fly. You know what I mean?
Right. No, things that are knowable. But the idea
so you would want to have all of the knowledge of like energy healing, frequency healing. You would love to have that ability, but not to treat people.
And what do you think you would do with it? Just curious.
She wants to cure her migraines. I mean,
just her own migraines.
Yeah, we cure my migraines.
Oh,
I would cure people.
Oh, you would?
She just want to talk about it. She doesn't want to give speeches. She just wants to walk around and be like,
I could like
cure people.
I just want, but I don't want to have a practice where you have to make appointments and people come in and see me.
We're not talking about having another career. We're not talking.
I'd like to casually heal people of whatever ails them.
Okay, so that's one thing.
That was one.
That's one. You said 3 things.
I guess you don't have to do 3. I'm just
three's a lot.
Three's a lot. Fine.
Okay, 3's a lot.
Like I wasn't thinking big and futuristic.
No,
either
I have a very
when
basic
I came
one.
Up with it. I
have a very basic one. I wish it was really easy for me to fix things, to hang things, to like, oh yeah, I'm just going to replace it. There's so many things in my own life that are not quite how I'd want them, but the idea of how to, this is going to really be lame because I hate to waste my wish on this, but like my closet
door. It's not a wish. It's not a wish. It's not a wish.
Okay. But I'm just saying like my closet door is really creaky and it's so loud and I have no idea how to make it not squeak. And
wait, I can tell you how.
The lighting in my bedroom is so bad and I can't see into my bureau. So I'm always pawing around in there because the idea of, I would love, like, I want to tell someone, I want to open the doors and have the closet light up, this big armoire, so that I could see what's in there. And it's just so dark and it makes me kind of bummed out. But the idea of like, people like, you could do this. And there's all this inspiration on Instagram. But I was like, I don't know how to do that. I don't want to drill this. Like the idea of drilling into a wall or doing
there's like battery ones. There's battery like
to recharge it. Like everything just feels hard when it comes to like doing things like that.
Well, some of that involves like electrician work. So I don't know if
that's what I'm saying. I wish I just knew how. I just wish I knew.
So you're
how.
not just talking about like fix some things.
No, I wish I could fix anything I need to. Plumbing, electricity. I'd be like, oh yeah, I just need this thing and I'll do it. No problem. I wish I got pleasure from it. And I was like, this is great. Like Lori knows.
You want to be a handyman.
It's not, well,
I don't want to be one.
Handyman. So for example, like I just different ideas I wrote down.
Okay.
Technically,
wait, before we move on to yours.
Okay.
Wait, because I just want to solve one of Terri's issues. Take a little like rag or little towel and cover it in dish soap and rub it over the hinges of the door and move so that the soap gets into the hinges and your squeaking will go away.
Put soap in there? I thought you're supposed to use something like WD-40 and I don't know how to do that. And
Dad told me and it works. He told me years ago and it works. Yeah.
Wow. Dad said put soap on it. So you put
just take like a little hand towel and put like a whole bunch of like dish soap on it.
Bunch?
Yep. And then rub it on the hinge and open, move the hinge so the soap goes all around and the squeak is gone.
Dry and get sticky.
You're going to try that today.
It won't dry and get sticky and be messy?
Sticky? No.
What a great
I didn't put my fingers on the hinges.
Yeah, I didn't know about that.
Okay. Well, that's a good one.
There's your download. Well, like, all right, Lori, sorry. Go ahead.
2, I actually wrote down 4, but then now the way Terri phrased hers, it's so broad that so many other things can fall under it. You're like, I want to be able to fix anything, which means can you build things, be an electrician and a plumber and all those things. It's kind of a little bit too broad.
Matrix
Can
style,
you fix a car that has,
Well, that was one of mine. So one of mine I wrote was car mechanics, not because I want to be a car mechanic, but because I don't even know anyone who has real knowledge of a car. I have plumbers I trust, and I have electricians I trust, which I think is huge in and of itself because those are very expensive things. And so I'm glad I have those people to trust. anything happens with my car at all, anyone could just steal money from me because I have no way of knowing what they're saying is real. And sometimes it's the smallest thing, and it's this plug is loose and this bleh, you know, they could be little things, but I don't know anything about it. And it's very complicated, and every car is different. And so when I look at car mechanics, I'm like, wow, there's so much knowledge there. And we're like, we need you because we're all still driving our cars, right? They're always falling apart, and you always need new cars. Some people build them from scratch and they last forever because they actually know everything.
Maintenance.
Right. And I was like, I don't even know anyone like that. And so it just, to me, would be very practical because I imagine having a car forever and my kids having cars. And I want to know, there's so much to know. So I would love to just like know everything about cars. But then one of my other ones was sewing, which is of course something I absolutely could learn, but like, I don't know how to hem anything. And sometimes I don't know. I just feel like there's a lot of different times that I'm like, oh, if I could just pinch that.
You would want to do that?
If I knew how to do it, and sometimes when you know how to do things, you enjoy them. So I can imagine doing them. I would rather, if I had a sewing machine and could fix a hem, right? Like those sweatpants, Terry, they're so long.
Oh, that 1,000% would take to the tailor.
But I don't have a tailor. I don't want to find a tailor. I want to go somewhere. I don't want to stand there and then I have to go back for them.
Can I please help with this one? Kim helped me with mine. I know you don't want to go do it.
Yours involves putting soap that you have in your kitchen on your door frame. Yours involves going somewhere and paying for something.
Bring a pair of pants with you. Walk in wearing sweatpants and say, "Can you hem these?" I walk in. He goes, puts pins in. And then that's it. You leave and he hems them, and then it's like dry cleaning. You can have them delivered to your house, or you could pick it up.
And you don't want to recharge like a light in your closet. So
she's already given up. Do it every day. Once you hem a pair of pants, they're yours. You know, once you get the
I meant like
it twice on top.
No, Terry, I'm talking about the battery operated, the sensor lights that you don't charge them, not chargeable batteries, AA's.
Yeah, but when you open it, then you have to like, you have to turn them all on.
No, they have ones that are sensors.
Oh, a sensor?
Of course.
But anyway, the car mechanics and the sewing are all fixing things. So they all fall under Terry's big, broad umbrella of just like.
Well, how about this? I just wish I would say if I could just do improvements around my own apartment. Like I wish I could do some of those things.
You could, but I understand you want to make.
I don't trust. It's a self-trust thing too. Even hanging things, I don't think of myself as a perfectionist, but I will not hang a thing because I'm like, but I'll get it wrong, and then it's permanent in the wall. Nothing's
not permanent.
Well,
I have a million holes. That right there, that little collection right there. Oh, look how there's like probably a million holes behind it.
I know, and I think I messed it up. If I messed it up, permanently bad. Okay, well, I thought of another one though. I would love it if I could just instantly speak every language.
Oh my God, language was my first one.
Oh, okay. Like I could be
every language
and be like
every language. I know. Yeah. Do you ever watch that guy on TikTok who like walks through those like squares somewhere in Europe?
And he's like, I bet I could speak your language.
And watching those people's, they're so guarded and they're so like, I don't know you, you don't know. And he gets them to just say like where they're from. And I'm ashamed to say how often I've never heard of what they say.
Right.
Oh, because they're obscure and he knows dialects from small villages, places. It's wild. And
they're light up.
Oh, my friend. Oh my God. It is amazing.
Which you won't need once we can all telecommunicate. But until then, so cool. And then
I love that.
I just debated whether or not I wanted that to cross over the border with animals, but then I don't know. That's complicated.
I don't know. If I can talk to my cat, then that's really awkward. My cat's in the room when I'm doing things. I don't need the cat to see.
I did see that by 20, whatever, not that far away. Yeah. These are the things that 100% AI will be able to do. And they already can kind of break down whale language. They're gonna know what the whales are saying.
People have really been studying.
Yeah, but the whales are talking. Is your cat or your dog talking? I mean, like,
I think they probably are.
But do we want to know what the whales are saying? I do want to know.
Oh, I do want to know. I don't want to know
what the whales are saying. Do I want to know what like the ants are saying? I don't know.
No, I'm in a fight with ants.
Scream every time you
say. Oh my God,
them.
Kim, you would die today. I don't know what happened. That. These two big ants were not giant, not like the giant ones.
You hate what?
The little ones. were walking all over my desk. And they would be like walking across my computer screen while I was
I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to summon them because they don't come to my house because I got a special ant guy and he sprays a special stuff. And every year I ask for that guy and I'm like, look at the notes. Yeah. And I'm like, look at the notes and do exactly what he did. And he told me to do it in March, way before spring. And I haven't seen it in this house and I don't want to summon them. We shouldn't talk about them. Okay, but wow. I don't kill any other
strong feelings about ants.
I don't kill any other bugs though. Like I don't kill spiders. They're your friends.
You don't kill spiders?
No, absolutely not. I say go get out of my. Though. I don't see ticks because we avoid each other. But no, what do I say? Spiders? When I see spiders, I say please get out of my sight. Go about your business.
Go about your business because you can't get rid of them. They just crawl into a thing, and they also have a beneficial effect.
Yeah, they have jobs. They're helping me out. And but I did get one of those things from TikTok, a little like handle thing where you slide them in. Yeah, I've used that before.
But wait, did you also hear the TikTok that said those spiders that you find in your house and you think you're doing a good job, put them outside, they'll die out there. There are a whole species of spiders that are meant to live in the house.
I don't put them outside.
They cannot live out there. They're housebound spiders, and when you put them outside, they're there to die.
No, I tell them to please. I out loud say, "Please go where I can't see you," because we're just gonna live symbiotically.
Would you want to know what Marty's thinking?
I know what Marty's thinking.
Marty's her dog.
Marty's like, I am so old. Marty, by the way, is a Beagle Chow mix, a huge dog who is 15 years old.
15 and a half.
Really old. And he just really doesn't stop. He's starting dog ibuprofen today.
Oh, good.
For the first
time. For his achy bones. Yeah.
For his achy bones. Yeah, his arthritis is really bad.
Lori has a problem with the word arthritis. When she says it, she turns into a Southern belle. She says,
she becomes a room with Flanagan.
My arthritis is acting up. So whenever she says, she goes, yeah, and then you have to worry about his arthritis. She turns into like, it's like dubbed. It's like dubbed.
I literally don't know how to say it now. I say
just think of Arthur, the name Arthur, arthritis. His name is arthritis. Arthritis.
She won't do it though because she'll go arthritis.
What am I saying it wrong now?
What? She's bland.
You say arthritis. You're saying like scallops. Arthritis. It's arthritis.
The R feels wrong.
I know you
very much there.
Use it.
It's very much part of
arthritis.
I'm sorry, my arthritis is working up. My rheumatism.
Yeah, no, I don't know what else to download.
I wanted to learn about crypto. I want to understand it.
It's coming up. All of crypto,
and I want to really understand it. I don't understand any of it, like at all. Crypto, stocks, the market. I don't know.
Economics,
money,
economics, and money. I know there's so many tools to learn about it. Some part of me just shuts down.
We have a block. It shuts down. We have a block because our parents had a block. We should really change that.
A block?
But I think I can out-earn ignorance.
I thought you meant like a blockchain. I was like,
I try to out-earn ignorance. No. I'm like, I don't need to know everything as long as I earn enough to cover all the holes. So I feel like I'd rather do what I'm really good at and just do a lot of that so I don't have to learn those things. It's not like I don't know anything about anything, but it just makes me sort of like, it's not.
I know. It does me too. It does me too.
It does me too. That's the second time you've done that. Lori said it does me too last episode.
I did.
It does. Yeah. She meant it does me too.
No, she didn't.
Lori, you're good with maths. Your maths are good.
Not all math.
Spreadsheets. No. You said you love all that stuff. Then what do you love? You said you like spreadsheets.
I do like spreadsheets. I like whole numbers.
What do you think the whales are going to say? Like for real?
The whales are going to say,
you would never believe what's going on down here.
Yeah, they'd be like, you can't handle it. To die. We're about to.
They're gonna go. You can't handle the truth.
Did you watch that show that was in the future? It was like a whole show. We stopped watching because we're like, it's interesting about how our environment's going to shit. And so it's in the future where people are like, "Can you believe there used to be things called zebras?" And like it was like this next generation where our generation were all dying out. The last people who saw all these animal types.
Yeah.
And in that series, they had learned to talk to whales. And so like there was like something that could translate. So they would go out and they'd be in this vessel and the whale would come out and it would talk.
Yeah, we're right there. We're like right on the edge of that.
Yeah, but it was really, really sad.
While we still have zebras, I think we'll be able to do that.
Do you really like? It's astonishing to me that you could translate the whale clicks when there's not even a, I feel
AI will do it.
Do what? How would it know if I make a sound? And
how do you learn any language? Did you not see the movie Arrival?
Yeah,
I know, but it's a whale.
Have you seen Arrival? I feel like you haven't seen Arrival.
It's one of my favorites of all time.
I know. Yeah. I need to rewatch it. It's like you gotta be like mentally prepared though.
I think the whales are going to keep the secrets of the deep ocean.
They're not going to tell us everything. They're
not going to tell us anything.
What they're going to say? They're going to say you can't handle the truth.
Aliens going to tell us? Yeah. Aren't the aliens going to tell us?
The aliens and the whales. They're all going to be like, they can't handle it. Bunch of fucking idiots is what they are.
Yeah, that's what we are.
We're going to learn all the real truths.
We can't.
Where we came from. Yeah, no, it's happening.
I don't know. Essential angst.
You got to go somewhere.
Another week. I do.
All right.
Okay. Well, everyone drive carefully.
That's enough.
That's enough.
This episode of Generation Artax was produced by us, edited by us, and hosted by us. Our theme music is by Danielle Musto. Art and design by Ryan Andrews of ryanmade.com. Please follow, rate, and review to help save more Gen Xers from the swamps of sadness. Follow us on Instagram at Generation Artax, that's ARTAX, and visit us at generationartax.com.